run it back, 100 stack, in the truck with expired tag, pump the gas, running to the future, past, I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back, yeah, that's a fact. Run it back, 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 run it back.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Go, 76! 76!
Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Go!
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Turbo.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got this to Williams, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Another run for Gibbs here. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Short throw to Disley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team.
Touchdown, Seahawks!
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert!
Now Gino. He's got Patterson on the out route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down. blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they close quickly.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. He's got it. Touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it is 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard
line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker.
They'll roll him out right.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell in.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
On the option, it's Smith himself.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Geno now to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass complete. He's got Smith and Jigba.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Now Geno on 1st down.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tuesday.
Smith now to throw.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it is 42-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, ready.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Soto. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A final shot before break. Soto. And he fires one incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
Hey, here we go.
They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came to...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 39 yards. And the Seahawks just continue to roll. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Lions, nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Fourth down, a give to Gibbs. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
13 next.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll buy some time right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Running right, here's Walker. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Walker with another carry.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
from 10 yards out.
And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Lions are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Play action. It's Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
There he goes, right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Value 3, value 3.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run with Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They're complete to Smith and Jigba.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
First down, Seahawks.
Check 58.
Smith. And Walker has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you're going to be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Cover! Check 58!
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Taken in at the 11. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we said it in nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.